Tallahassee, Florida. It's the Missouri Tigers and the Florida State Seminoles. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Thank you, guys. I have checked in with the Tigers head coach here pregame. This is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Missouri ready to kick off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. To throw, it's Daniels. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Takes the easy completion. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Lets it fly. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
There are analytics out there in college football that say maybe you can go for that at that point of the field here in the first half. It's still early. If you don't get it, you can come back later in the game, make it up, score some more points, and that mistake will be erased. The problem is right now at this juncture of the game, that was a big-time error. The fact that you didn't get that, you're now gifting your...
Touchdown, Tigers! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Right back to the well. There's a crease. Picks up the first down. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Seminoles. The extra point here would tie the game. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
He'll bring it out. It's Roberts. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Austin Simmons, a play fake. Makes the grab. It's Hardy. Could not make his way to the corner.
Really good job by the defense being disciplined. They sneak the running back out. You see it. Keep outside leverage and go make us tackle in space on a guy that's used to breaking tackles, used to making plays.
Now the play fake. Fires to the middle. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Here's Simmons to throw. He's got him this time. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And that's such an underrated skill when you watch quarterbacks, man. To be able to see him, he sees the receiver breaking from the right side of the field, but you got to be able to read the coverage in front, and that's really good timing, getting the ball out of your hands, knowing when he's going to come open, and putting the ball right on him.
Fires to the end zone. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Missouri.
Man, make it a statement early in this football game. I'm open. Get it to me. He's already got 2 tutties on the game. Nice job making his presence felt early in this football game.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Singleton. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. They'll move the wide receiver. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Going with the ground game left. Crosses the 30. Finding some room. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches, I'm getting a first down. I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football, look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play, nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Lots of time left, and we are ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. Looking to pass, it's Daniels. Got a man. Touchdown, no! And they take it in for 6 more points. Extra point here will tie the game. And he made the extra point without problem. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. These 2 offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps keeps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Keep it on the ground. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Finds a man on the left. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Well, on a lot of third downs, tight ends can be a quarterback's best friend, but especially this guy. I mean, he's got a unique skill set catching the football. He could be the primary target, not just on this offense, but on offenses all around the country as well. And on that third down, really nice route, gets the separation, able to make the catch. They pick up the first, and they keep this drive alive.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive. Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
The Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Here's a give to Hardy. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Might be changing the route. Throwing Simmons. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the air, it's Daniels. Deep throw off his back foot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. The 30. Powers through. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. This offense has it with really good field position. Simmons. Here's the pressure. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. And so after that play got sideways, the intentional grounding brings up 2nd and long. Back to pass. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Simmons on the play fake. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hand and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Bringing the heat. And they got him. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Seminoles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Unloads it downfield. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Here's Simmons to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Making side adjustments here. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So after that false start, now dealing with 2nd and 15. To the air, it's Simmons. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Florida State. A pick 6. Looking for the tie with the extra point. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Throwing Simmons. Moves around to clear up the vision. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
One more snap coming before halftime. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Takes the easy one to the back. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. The Noles will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Roberts. And the returner is stopped. Here come the Missouri Tigers. The offense ready to go to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He wants to change this route. Simmons just missed on the connection, incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Simmons from the gun on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
You sort of get the feeling here in the second half with the game tied. It very easily could come down to which of these two quarterbacks has the football.
Guys, look at this. Surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Simmons to throw for it on fourth. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Seminoles looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. To the ground, he's got it again. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Snap to the back. Touchdown, Florida State! They take the lead with the 6. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Here's Simmons to throw. Makes the grab on the left. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The Tigers are in the hurry-up.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The offense changing the play. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Firing to the right, complete. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, makes a
catch at the 20. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus.
Well, a play like that's going to force the defense to second-guess whether they want to play man-to-man coverage against guys with speed like that. One-on-one to the perimeter, you run the go route, quarterback puts a ton of air under it, and they come up with a huge play.
Simmons on play action. Lets it fly. Caught. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. Now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan, because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? It's complete to the right. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast, and they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
They go play action with Simmons. Touchdown, Tigers! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So first down will open up the final period. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
After that incompletion here, tied in the 4th quarter, you've got a decision to make with this field position. Do you want to stay aggressive?
Guys, I can't believe this. They must not trust their defense at all. They're leaving the offense out there, and they're going to go for it here. You want to talk about a high-risk decision. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun. Give on the inside. Might have a chance. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense, because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Breaks into the open. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
I love the play called running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Stumbled to the ground.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Oh, they're after him! A little release to the back. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. The clock stopped. 2 minutes left to play in this one. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And this to take the lead, and it's getting late. What a disappointment. No good. And in the final quarter of regulation, we remain tied. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Running inside. It's Hardy. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
All right, you're at a point in the game now where you've got to go. You need to get down the field and score points. I'm all for running the football, but in this part of the field, you now got to start kicking it into overdrive, start taking some shots and gaining up some yards.
Unloads quickly, fighting off the defender. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. They'll give it to Hardy. At the 40, there he goes. Lots of running room. Touchdown, Tigers. And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Fielded in the end zone, it's Singleton. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. Back to throw, it's Daniels. A little screen to the running back. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot.
Run to the right, the 30, inside the 10. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles. The Seminoles back in the lead.
And that drive right there is exactly what you dream about. That's how you want your offense to perform. Under a clutch situation, you take the ball down the field, get the score, and now an extra point away from taking the lead late in this ballgame.
Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. In front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy.
And that's luxury for this offense to be in right now. They don't have to be in so much of a hurry. They can still run the football, be successful. Great chance right here knocking on the door to take the lead.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Austin Simmons, the play fake. Quarterback moving. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's out of bounds to stop the clock. It'll be a first down with 29 ticks left.
Well, defensively, you've got to have an answer for this athletic quarterback. You've got to do a better job containing him in the pocket, or you've got to have a spy ready to make a play and get a tackle if he decides to get out. But everything went wrong there. Not only did he get first, but you also let him get out of bounds and stop the clock.
Throwing Simmons. On the run, fires downfield. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, they don't connect on that throw, but you're seeing the 2-minute drill live and in full effect for this offense, something they practice each and every single week, looking for the sidelines, using the clocks, understanding the timeout situation. But these are plays they feel like they can run in their sleep to put themselves in position to kick a field goal here late.
They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. And the Tigers with the 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Simmons throws to the wideout. Oh, sticks that big mid up there and grabs it. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. This kicker has missed his only attempt of the day, but all will be forgotten if he knocks it through the uprights here. Absolutely perfect. They have taken the lead in the final seconds, guys, and the celebration has erupted on the sideline. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. It comes down to this. One more snap left in this game. If they get a touchdown, they can find a way to win it. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his back in the middle. They make the stop and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. That's the entire scenario you build up in your head in the backyard. Final drive, everything on the line, and you get the W.
So dang cool. How many times did you do it in your backyard? Just like that, like you're talking about, Reese. Making the play to win the game on the final drive when your team needed it the most, Jesse. Just coming through in the clutch.
Yeah, as players, you love this, and that's why you rep it and practice throughout the week, these 2-minute type situations late in games. What are you going to dial up? What can you go execute? What can you lean on in order to get the W here? Great job by the offense.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.